In a crumbling manila envelope, I found years of letters between a father and son, my father and grandfather. Written in the 1950s, the missives were typed, both on manual typewriters. The exchanges were simple and grateful about the son's studies and the car his parents were helping him to purchase from across the country. The respect and affection between these two strong and gentle souls was apparent even in typed words and in mundane matters discussed on neutral paper. A woman born in Prague came to the United States in 1939, on the eve of war. Her children uncovered letters written in German after her death. With the help of a translator, they witnessed the poignant correspondence between their mother and their aunt and their grandparents, the two generations who would never see each other again. Her children heard the voices of their grandparents they never knew, in the missives to their mother and aunt, which were primarily focused on expressing love and interest and anxiety in their daughters, telling their daughters not to study too hard, to focus on their health, their sleep, and their exercise. A wife finds her husband's letters from his travels, recalling his art and his love, their love. She returns to his written words after his death to find him in the early years of their relationship again. A student, now a grown adult, finds correspondence from a teacher, a mentor with life-changing advice from his college years. In our lives, we've received letters. Maybe they were aerograms or pretty note cards, pieces of legal paper or loose leaf paper, typed formal stationery, magic markered birthday cards, postcards. In more recent years, of course, we receive email and text. Whether it was formally written or informally scrawled, scribbled, or typed, with great grammar or no punctuation at all, it impacts us. Maybe in the moment to give us information, but then when found later in a pile or a folder or a drawer on our phones or computers or tablets, and turned to after the writer's death, those letters, those missives are everything. They give us the voice of someone we've lost. They lift up love. They move us to tears, bring on swelling pride. They may even arouse anger and frustration. These letters, of whatever form, help us live in moments of remembrance. Who here has discovered letters from camp stashed in a box or trunk, sustaining us many years after we were campers? Or colored envelopes from a teen pen pal, heartfelt notes in a drawer of treasures, notes from an old friend, maybe there's a really hard piece of gum or a sticker in it, postcards from an aunt or uncle that carry their scent, perfume, the smell of a pipe, an aerogram from far-flung cities whose postmark brings you back to a moment, an adventure, a really good laugh or story, and returns you to an old friend through shared moments. Letters to some, communications of your antiquities, perhaps, to others, beloved statements of connection, emotion, and history. These days, we have the physical pieces of paper, crafted in recognizable script or scrawl, even illegible script or scrawl, I should add, and the virtual communications hammered out on our keyboards, smoothly or pecked. Each is a precious form of communication, whatever it is, a personal letter in whatever its form. Recall a letter you've received that stayed with you, either physically or in sentiment. Recall missives sent by those we've lost, those who write no more. A life's partner reflecting on your loving journey, grandparents sharing their reflection, an old friend recalling exploits, siblings recalling adventures gone awry, parents telling you what's going on at home when you were studying abroad, teachers praising or critiquing our achievements, notes of comfort or encouragement, cards of celebration or just marking time, apologies on notebook paper or elegant cards, messages tucked into books that we find when we open them decades later, yearnings and dreams passionately conveyed. Whatever they are, whenever they're from, they impacted us. We've received physical letters and emailed missives along the way, quick notes dropped into suitcases, letters from war, letters dropped into a suitcase or purse, long reflective pages penned with deep thought, or quick notes. Many we've tossed or deleted, but some stay with us in their affection and humor, the history and the values. Some of us have those notes on recipe cards, those little margin notes in a handwriting from long ago. How about birthday cards, notes tucked into lunches, or even those Post-its stuck on the bathroom mirror or the front door? Sage counsel, handwritten on more formal documents. Love letters. Sentiment jumps off the proverbial page, our hopes and dreams, too. We might see them in black ink or color or crayon. We might recall frustration or hurt, love, just that they stopped to write. Whether they're still with us or not, those letters in our hands, they are part of us. We may not open the drawer or the scrapbook or the envelope much these days, but they're there. Today at Yizkor, we opened the drawer, we peel back the once adhesive flaps, we open the cards, we sit with the aerograms. We carefully thumb through fading onion skin paper, crane's cards written with pen and ink, fountain pen ink, or construction paper, browning at the edges, written with crayon. Yizkor invites us to open those letters in our minds. Yizkor invites us to pause, to search back and look for the letters of those who have died. Yizkor gives us space to listen for the voices expressed in those letters. Feel their embrace. Listen to their wisdom. Chuckle at their humor. Yizkor lets us look back to the letters of our memories. Pause. Close your eyes. Travel back in your mind's eye to a note. Feel the emotion you felt when you first read it. See where you were that time. See the hands that crafted, that typed, that wrote, that drew. Hear the expressions and stories in the writer's voice. Recall celebrations and struggles. Recall growth and loss. Hear the instruction of values. Feel love emanating from the words. We pause, see and hear those letters in our minds. We remember. We remember the letters we received. We remember what the letters give us. We remember what remains with us today. We remember the people who sent us these sacred words. Yizkor, we remember.